Hello, and welcome to Taylor Talks Comics Live.
What's up, Taylor?
So now we have Jake in the house.
Was it a mean comment
Jake
about me?
from Brave of the Boys here with an awesome Vertigo t-shirt. I love that. That's cool.
Yeah, I was like, what can I do that's still DC, but a little more not DC, a little more Taylor Talks Comics, you know?
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, Jake, we have heard that Organic Price Books is dead and gone.
Who? Oh, that? I haven't heard that name in a long time.
But we do have a new
hey, Badger.
name in the house. We got Panel Bound Comics. So first I want to ask, what is your official title over at PBC?
For the company or for me?
For you, like, what's your official job title?
You know, unofficially, it's probably JP's emotional support buddy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I feel like it's hard and lonely to be an entrepreneur. So I've been a lot of things. So to clear the record straight, I don't do anything with the packaging. I don't do anything with customer support anymore. I pretty much do purely marketing stuff. So I help facilitate connections with publishers. I do a lot of creator interviews now for stuff that we're trying to promote. I built the website. I do general marketing stuff. I'll go to conventions now and try to kind of just make connections. So I'm kind of just I don't have the time to devote that as my real job, but I'm building up a company that I believe in with my friend, you know.
Awesome. So you don't have a
job title? Yeah. So if stuff is wrong, don't blame me. I'll take full responsibility. I just don't have my hand in a lot of the actual processes.
Yeah, Jake's not actually even in the same state as where the warehouse is for PBC. I apologize.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. So in charge of marketing and things.
Yeah.
And you do great stuff, by the way. If you look over at Panel Bound Comics now on I think some of the social media, has all the social media been changed yet? The titles?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. So go to Panel Bound Comics on Instagram. I'll link it down below after the fact of this video. You can see the great pictures and photo work that Jake and Jordan from Brave of the Boys.
Jordan's an artist, man.
Yeah, it even got the attention of Image Comics, right? Skybound?
Yes, yeah. So Jim, the VP of Image Comics, I always pronounce his last name wrong. Is it Viscardi? Jim?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So Jim Viscardi is the vice president of Image, and he's seeing our ads because I do a lot of meta ads. So to try to target people that are into comic stuff but might not know about collected editions yet, because we're still a niche on a niche, you know. So he'd been seeing all these ads and he was like, dude, I got to find out about this company who's making more ads than we are about our books. So that was really gratifying.
Yeah. Which is awesome. I know you pointed out that the Invincible collections, your ads for those through Meta were huge, which I think is probably in conjunction with the TV show and people wanting to know more about the comics in it, which I love. I'm a huge fan and proponent of that. The fact that Walking Dead and Invincible both bring in people to comics for the first time, they're both good gateway comics. So through your ads,
do you see that giant box right there? They sent me Lunar or Image sent me every format of Invincible because they wanted me to make the same video that I did for Invincible. But I was like, dude, I feel like Walking Dead has less hype than Invincible. I can't promise it'll be as big.
Yeah.
Because the Invincible video is my most successful video by a huge margin.
That's amazing.
You could add all my videos together and it's less views than the Invincible one.
Which is great. Again, I always talk about, I'm not the biggest fan of Kirkman as a writer, but as far as marketing and bringing in new fans of comics, I'm a huge fan of that. So I do appreciate that from
I think what made Invincible so special is that it kind of it's not like, if say there's a really cool Batman movie, where do you start reading Batman? There's 70 plus years, but with Invincible, there's a clear beginning, middle, and end, right? And the TV show is so awesome, which is cool. And what was really big is Lunar does a big sale on Invincible comics once a year, but they never timed it with the TV show. This time they timed it with the TV show. So we could do a big sale with Invincible. And because there was more margin, we were able to use that for ads. And it just was a perfect storm, you know?
That's awesome.
I can make a little sneak peek. We're actually being sent over some cover options today because we're going to have an exclusive cover for the library editions, volume 1 and 3. So we're making them reprint volume 3. He didn't even know that they weren't aligned. So that's,
he did it?
Yeah. He was like, what? Why don't they match? And I was like, that's what every collector's asking.
That's amazing. But you're gonna have an exclusive PBC cover?
We're going to get exclusive PBC covers for the library editions, volume 1 and 3, and 3 will be in the new style for the first time ever.
Is this breaking news? This is the first time that's been mentioned?
Sure. Yeah, I think maybe. Yeah, let's break news. Yeah, let's do it.
That's awesome. Okay, so back to the PBC name change though. What garnered, what motivated the change of the name, and what does it mean for the future of the brand, I guess, the company?
So what I'll say is that I think in order to know why we changed the name, it's important to know the history. So to summarize the history in a quick, palatable way, JP never wanted to be in this business. He yes, the slipcase library is like the slipcase library ones are what we're getting. So JP, his wife decided she was going to buy all the Twilight books. She said, you should buy a book too. He was like, I don't want to buy a book with words. Let me buy a comic book. And he was like, wow, comic books are really expensive. So he realized that if he got a business license and bought books usually are sold by the carton, right? Like 4 or 5 omnis to the carton. He realized if he got a business license, bought a carton, sold off 4 of the 5, he could get his book for free. You know what I mean? And like, he was like that lazy weed dealer that just wants to sell enough to smoke for free. You know what I mean? Like not trying to make like money on it. Then a business grew out of his kitchen to his garage, to a small warehouse, to a big warehouse. And along the time, he just thought of a random name. He was into health stuff at the time. So he was like organic price books, right? I joke that he made the name out of a Wu-Tang Clan name generator. You know what I mean? Like it never meant anything. And he never like had the time, because when you're an entrepreneur, you're super busy to change the name or change the logo. And he was never happy with it. And now that we realize that like we can't beat certain competitors on price if they have a distributor margin, if they're a monopoly, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So what can we do unique to ourselves that's different? So we've been reaching out to publishers to try to get exclusives. We've been reaching out to comic book creators, we're trying to like circumvent distributors and go straight to the actual source, right? And our first official exclusive was the Clover Press, who are friends at Clover Press. We love those guys. We got our own exclusive slipcase version of the Marvel art of Tyler Kirkham, who's one of JP's favorite cover artists. I guess he does interiors too, but I think he's famously well known as a cover artist. And the thing that bothered JP is that now that we're doing exclusives and our logo is on a book, he didn't want to see a logo of a name he wasn't proud of. Now, my take on things is I'm into the nerdy analytics of the internet. And the problem is you need keywords in your name that tell what your business is. We want to be ranked with comic book stuff and not organic food or health books or diet books. So from a purely nerdy SEO side, we wanted a name that would rank higher for what we actually did, which was comic books and graphic novels. So it was we wanted a name that we were proud of, and a name that, because he didn't want to have this awesome exclusive version with a logo that he was embarrassed by, and I used it as an excuse to overhaul the website. So if you go to the new website, keep in mind, this is our first week. So there was a little couple kinks, but I think it's way smoother, way faster, and should be a way better experience.
Yeah, I'm gonna show off the website while you're still on here in a second. So did the Tyler Kirkham book have the Organic Price Books logo on it, or has that not come out yet?
It does have the Organic Price. It will have unless they're able to change it, because I don't think the book's been printed yet. So maybe they'll able to swap it out. But it should have the OPB logo on the slipcase. I
will say, having the PBC logo is nice. I like it a lot. It was designed by David, right?
Yes, David. So David is our in-house artist, and he really, really did a good job. I think we wanted something that looked more boutique and more premium, The old logo, I think, was fun, but it looked like it was slapped together pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's clean. I like it a lot. I think it'll look great on t-shirts.
Yeah,
a black t-shirt with that PBC logo. I would love to wear one on the show if you get those made up.
Merch, man.
But and having that on the back of a book would be really, really nice. So
exactly,
So the PBC logo will be on the Invincible books.
I don't know the specifics of that, but certain ones that we're working on, some of them should have our logo if it's exclusive to us, and going forward they'll have the PBC logo.
Awesome.
I'm not sure every exclusive how that works, because everyone has different rules.
And I know I heard a lot of feedback and saw in the comments and things people were concerned that, like, does this name change mean anything as far as my pre-orders go, or
Yeah,
ordering my
all
books?
pre-orders are gone. Gift cards don't. I'm just kidding. No, it's a completely seamless change. You can even still. I always joke we're not Elon Musk. You could still call us Organic Price Books, and we don't care. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so you can search Organic Price Books, and it'll redirect you to the new website. All your pre-orders will still be there. Reward points will still be there. Gift cards still work. It was just. Think of this as just like a facelift, you know, like we're having our hot girl summer where we got to like level up to what we wanted. You know, this is all the stuff we would have wanted to do from the beginning, but he didn't have the time when he was alone doing this on his own, you know,
or the resources. He didn't have you at the beginning.
Yeah. Yes. And like for me, like I asked myself if I had complete control, which I did, of the website, because like I remember when I first started, if you went to OPB's website, it was like all these pop-ups would come at you all fast, and it was terrible on mobile. And I was like, I gotta get a job just to get rid of those pop-ups because I hated it as a customer. You know what I mean? So basically, I just asked myself, if I was still a regular customer, what would my dream website look like? And I think I'm really proud of what I was able to do.
Well, let's take a look at it then. I'm going to share my screen here and look at the new website that was designed by Jake. Let me bear with me here. All right. So this is the new website. So take me through. Are there any cool features or anything you want me to?
Yeah. So as you scroll down, one of the big things I want to show. So stop right there where it says pre-order now, pay less. A lot of people don't understand, and it's our job to market it better. But at Panel Bound Comics, if you pre-order books before FOC, not only are you guaranteed your copy in your cover, I mean, a meteorite could happen or something. So, but you're usually guaranteed your copy, but also you pay less and you get reward points. So a lot of people look at our prices for books that have already come out and think we're a little more expensive, but books are more cost effective. So that's like there, we'll show you. And then like, there's like nerdy things like before our, there we go.
Look at the pre-orders.
Like, yeah, everything should be in line and should be the same size now. Which is good. I like that it shows you like the prices and that kind of stuff. There you go. That's the Tyler Kirkham book. If you want to see our exclusive, if you scroll up one, a little. Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's the regular one. This is the maybe we don't. Do we not? Oh yeah. Scroll down. I think that one down below is ours.
This one of Venom by Dick Tracy.
Maybe we don't have our exclusive up yet. I don't know why. Maybe we have to wait till the thing's done. But yeah, no, ours has a different cover.
Here's the Rat God by Richard Corbin. We're just talking about his awesome books.
Heck yeah, dude, those look wild. Yeah, ours is the Wolverine Deadpool one.
Okay, so that's not up here then.
Yeah, it's not up here. So go back to the main site. One of the big things, and it's hard to show because we would have to log in and then we show everyone our address. But we completely revamped the order, like the previous order, like page. So now you don't have to go searching page by page. Scroll up a little bit. So this right here, where it says Explore Sandman. Oh, my bad. Okay, here we go. So this main thing is going to show like curated lists. So one of the big things is save with bundles. All of these are bundles that you can, if you click where it says save, these are a big thing that we're proud of. So one thing that we're working on growing is our bundle system. So if you buy these, you get a heavily discounted price on full sets of books. So it's a great way to get a full series. You get a better savings and we save on shipping, frankly. So anytime that all the books in a bundle are in print and there's some sort of wiggle room on the margin, we do our best to sell full bundles of things. So that's one thing that we're trying to promote more of.
Now I've got to ask, because there is there are some discount codes that I have on this channel. Taylor Talks Comics will save you money, $2. But also $2. Sorry, but the TTC Ship It Together will be 4 or more books. So does that count for the bundle, or does the bundle count as one item?
So someone asked me that. I don't know if there's a bundle with 4 books, but I believe if you buy a bundle, I believe if your total cart has 4 books in it, whether that's 3 from a bundle and an additional book, you should get the 5% off.
Well, here's a bundle of Sandman 1 through 5.
Yeah, let's throw it to the cart and see if your thing works. I actually don't know. I should know this. I tried to get, I want to buy those bookends so badly, but they're like $3,000. And I was like, JP, we need it for a marketing expense. And he was like, hell no, you're not spending $3,000 on, the bundle counts as 1. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what Josh says. But you're already getting a massive discount. You're basically getting some of the books for free. So the main thing is we want to on the homepage, we want to rotate and show different curated collections. So in October, we'll show horror books because a lot of times people are only aware of what's new. So if there's something like there's a cool Superman movie, we're gonna have a Superman collection and things like that. So
like this Superman must-have comics.
Yeah, and then those are all curated lists that I've made of books that I recommend and descriptions. So the main thing I'm proud of is that look, every photo is in line. Before, different things were like different sizes, so everything should be, unless it's a photo that me and Jordan took individually, but it's still cropped down. So I just think everything looks a lot more consistent, you know.
For sure. No, this looks beautiful. It's smoother for sure too. Scrolling through,
way smoother. We have our so if you scroll down, you'll see collections. So the new pre-orders, new weekly releases, save on bundles, and then the different curated lists that we have. So I just made one for the Absolute Universe because those are pretty big. And I put the entire DC catalog that leaked on Friday up on PBC's website. So up until July of next year, you can pre-order your DC books.
All the way through July.
I know I need to add more indie publishers, Taylor, down in the publisher section. I'm working on it.
Yeah, I want to. I know you talked to me and Omnibuddy. We need to get that together.
Yes.
Like we talked about doing a show. We'll talk more off air on that.
I don't think the fantagraphics one works for some. Oh, is it working? Okay, cool. It does.
There's 3. I had to check it out for myself because you know. But no,
we're working. It's just being that I input everything manually. If a book's in print and you really want it, I can put it up. Okay, so Badger Stump's question at 943. We don't control the international shipping rates or the conversion rates, but click where it says USD. One thing that's cool now is you can change the currency to whatever your local currency is, and it should tell you before you buy everything what everything comes out to. People get upset because it's more expensive, but that's none of us. We don't set any of those prices. We just it's all done by Shopify's conversion, the shipping rates that we have. And I always tell people, international tax, we don't get that money. Shipping rates, we don't get that money. We don't set any of that stuff. So sometimes it's not cost effective, but at least now you can see ahead of time what everything comes out to because we do ship globally.
Yeah, I saw somebody also asked, are you shipping to Canada? Which I think you already are.
Okay. Yeah, but I just can't guarantee that it'll be the most cost-effective option versus a local Canadian website. But some people do. We should ship to Canada because it's listed now.
Which I appreciate your honesty in that too. Like you guys aren't trying to just get people's money. You want to be honest about maybe it's the most cost-effective.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like I don't think people understand there's not a lot of other businesses where the standard price is a 50% discount. You know what I mean? So there's so little margin. If we sell a book, to be fully transparent, we might make $5 profit if everything goes well with the sale. So it's not like we're trying to like make our money up with shipping. We don't get the shipping rates. We don't get the tax rates. It's not us. And Renee, I hate the countdown, but we will fully label when sales. We also have to pay. It's a third-party app. There's all these like little features that like if you don't know how to code, it's a third-party app, and I don't like them. But we'll let you know clearly when sales begin and end.
You're getting a lot of
that like bomb countdown on things that would say when a sale ended. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, and we hope to do more bundles. I will say we get a lot of questions. Will there be more Marvel bundles? And frankly, probably not, because out of all the publishers, Marvel gives us the least margin, the least. But you'll see more Image for sure. And Image and DC give us much more margin than Marvel does.
Yeah, and that's the important thing too, is to note is that especially like IST, the big name competitor, they're like
it might be in stock.com as long as you will get it within 7 days.com, right?
right. But they're like a huge, like we're talking like a mom and pop place versus like a McDonald's. Like they're like
and to be fair, they're a monopoly because they're owned by the distributor Lunar, which is like they're able to sell books at a way that if us or cheap graphic novels, we would lose money, frankly. So we try to make sure that you get it up with packaging. Okay, let's go back to the website one more time. I want to show one last thing. Go to any product page. like any book.
Hold on.
This is something that was I think helpful for a lot of people to see. So just go to any random book page.
Let's click on Batman Fall.
Yeah,
just Bragg's favorite. Yeah.
So scroll down below the picture of the book on a little bit. No, so like scroll down on the webpage.
Oh,
there we go. A little bit more. Do you see where it says shipping preference? So now, if you're someone that doesn't like peanuts, you can choose what shipping preference you want. If you want bubble wrap or inserts, that way, if you are someone that's not a fan, the thing is, a lot of people do like peanuts, and it's a lot of people hate them. So now you can choose your shipping preference, which I think is something none of the other sites offer.
Who doesn't love Charlie Brown?
Yeah. Or the song kicked in. Josh, that is a good idea. I did put about the trade paperback bundles. We lose money on this, but I've put every compact classic and every Marvel Premiere Edition on our website. I know that other publishers, and I can't say what I know, but other publishers are going to start coming out with their DC compact classic version. The problem is that's like a loss eater. That's like a Costco chicken where, but if it gets someone else new to our website, or if it gets someone to buy their first comic book, a $10 All-Star Superman, and then they come back and buy the Absolute Edition, that's something that we're willing to do. I haven't thought about bundling like a bunch of the compacts together or a bunch of the Marvel Premiere Editions together, but we do. That is a good point that you recommend.
What about not even those kind of trade paperbacks, but like JLA, like they're doing like the JLA by Grant Morrison era. Like in those,
you mean like they're I would call them thickies because they're like DC's complete collection, right?
Right, but what about bundling like those together? Would that be?
That's also a good idea. Again, all the reason I don't think that we have those yet is that if you go to any of the bundle pictures, they're taken at my house. You know what I mean? Like they're my own personal copies that you're seeing. And I just don't have any of those. But if people think that's a good option, I'll order them and we'll put those bundles up there because we want to, even if we don't make money or even if it's just a wash, if we're starting someone new in the hobby, that's something that we're willing to do because we know they'll come back, and Super Laugh Hard, I think we're good. JP owns the trademark to what we have. So there was no issues, but yeah, so I think we should be okay. Yeah, we have the rights.
I think typically with legal issues like that, since you're in two completely different spaces, like selling comic books versus boxing, I think you're okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you were to start like a fighting league within Panel Bound Comics, you might have some issues.
Hey, if you watch that video of me packaging my own order, I felt like a premier boxing champ.
Oh, there you go. Boxing in another fashion. I like it.
Yeah.
And Josh is here with the copycats. I did compact before it was cool. And Josh has a Kickstarter coming up. I know you shared it on your social media, which is awesome. We're going to talk about that a little bit later as well. Is there anything else you want people to know about PBC or the name change or the future of PBC? Is there anything exciting on the
I would just say that 90% of I feel like, or like almost everybody has been super supportive of our company. There definitely is a loud, angry minority that has their feelings with us as a company. All I'll say is that no single company is perfect. I strongly believe that in a hobby this small, competition is a good thing for the end consumer. So at least we're trying to innovate and do different things, you know what I mean? And I just hope people give us a chance, because there definitely are some angry people that are not fans, and that's their right. But I just feel like I've never felt in any other industry that I've worked in like such tribalism to one specific website, when I feel like you should do what's best for you as a consumer. Give us a shot. That's all we ask. Give us a shot. And if you're happy with our service, keep using us. But like, it's good to have options is my final thought. I'll say, you know what I mean? In a hobby this small, you don't just want one place to buy things from,
Absolutely. As a consumer, you want to, you said exactly right. Competition's great because as a consumer, you want to be able to go to different websites, see what they have in stock first of all, because some other websites might not have it in stock, but also just like look at the prices, like the different sales that you guys run. And then also just like the speed and the packaging, like all those things factor in as well.
Everything plays customer service. So I would just tell people that like just because something is $1 cheaper on another website doesn't mean that that's actually the right choice, because it might take way longer to get. There might be less communication, you know. So just shop around and find what works for you. And you know, that's all we ask, is give us a chance. And if you're happy with us, you know, which we would be thrilled to be your main choice. But competition is good, and I think that's what. And we're trying to do things different than our competitors, especially things like exclusives that we're working on. So there's some really exciting things coming out, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, and definitely, I think the website looks great. You did a great job. I think it looks super professional. I know you said you kind of had a goal to make like the best looking website of all the competitors, and I think
I wanted to make the website I would most want to use as a customer. And
yeah,
I think it really is. I mean, like, yeah, and we're only going to keep improving on things.
right. So I'd say it looks great, and I love the logo. So
Yep.
I'm super gung ho about the future of PBC. But thank you for
Yeah,
coming on,
man.
Jake. I
Thank you
appreciate
for
you.
having me.
Yeah.
And you guys can all find me at The Brave and the Boys on YouTube, or Panelbound Comics on YouTube. And keep reading and stay brave, guys. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Brave and the Boys. I should have given him a plug there. I'm glad he got that in at the end. But yeah, Brave and the Boys. If you love the production quality of those photos that we saw on the website of the actual books themselves, that's the kind of production quality you can expect from the Brave and the Boys YouTube channel and their videos. So definitely check that YouTube channel out as well. But again, next week I'll have the Howard Chaykin Lost Marvels overview. I'm going to have the Moon Prince by Kevin Fraser Much. This will be also an overview that comes out next week. And I have some other videos on my channel throughout the week. Make sure you subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Comment down below if you're watching this after the fact. I always reply to all those comments. And thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and keep talking comics.